Hey guys, Kat here. Sorry I haven't made a video in a little while. I've been kind of going through some stuff. I've been pretty depressed lately. Yeah. But we just got to remember that life is hard and times are tough, but everybody goes through stuff. It might even seem really hard when you're trying to support everybody and be there for everybody, because they have a hard time dealing with their tough time. And you just got to be strong, because I need to remember you can either struggle and you can be a victim of your circumstance or your situation, or you can be a leader. And every day, it goes back and forth because we're all guilty of, being a victim to it. And, but we can always be a leader as well. And that's where the role that I tried, really hard to fulfill and play, because it makes me feel better about myself. I like to be able to guide and help people. What has helped me along my journey and my path and my help with my depression is the 523 hertz and 432 hertz music for healing, because I've never really been good at meditation, and I'm getting better at it. But yeah, I was never really one for just like, oh, let's just shut off my mind and my brain. And, so I play that while I sleep. And that kind of helps me have better days. And I'm doing my urine cleansing, my urine therapy. And that is so helping and fulfilling to the inside of your soul. It almost feels like somebody's holding you and reassuring you and telling you that everything's going to be okay. At least in my experience. And I've also been losing weight faster than I ever have, and I'm more toned than I ever was. So we need to remember to be grateful for, the good things. Like, I was bigger before. I should be really happy. I'm not as overweight as I was. My lungs are more clear. I can breathe better. My teeth don't hurt anymore since I've been doing the urine therapy, and I've been doing it for a week and a half. And yeah, so just when we have really bad days, just reminding ourselves why we're doing certain things that we're doing, why we're trying to be positive in the first place. That's how it's going to help. It helps me. Saying positively, thank you, God, for waking me up every day. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to, raise my daughter and do all those nice, wonderful things. There's, people in my life that I wish that could be in my life and be a part of my life and be a part of my daughter's life, and they just can't right now. And that makes me sad. It's been a really hard couple of years for me dealing with things like that. But you just have to remember when you don't have anybody there for you, or people are there for you, but they don't understand like how to be there for you, you really got to be your own cheerleader. And you got to be willing to be there for yourself and saying, I can do this. I'm, like if you're struggling with being vegan, I'm vegan because I feel better, and because even on my bad days, they're not as bad as they were. When I do urine therapy, same thing. It's not as bad as the days that I had before I started. And I think that helps to keep you going and keep you consistent. And, I said I'd do videos every single day, and then I kind of, into depression, because depression is a habit. Like, we get depressed and we get down, we get into a habit. But it doesn't mean that it can't be changed. We just have to change the way that we look at it. And, you know, even writing in a journal, writing down things in a journal so that you know this is how I'm feeling today, and just monitor it and see, like, kind of what your triggers are, what makes certain things worse, what makes certain things better. Like for me, when I have fresh fruit, I feel so much better. And like if you're like me and you're just starting being vegan and you're on a budget, I always recommend fresh fruit over fresh vegetables any day of the week. Because fruit is really good for you, is really good for your digestion. So yeah, just try to stay positive. I know it's really hard. Or, you know, just even embrace your negativity. Embrace that, you know, I'm having a really crappy day, but I can always get through it. I can listen to my music. I can say what I'm thankful for. You can smile. You know, you can't smile and frown at the same time. And it even makes you laugh. You know, you just have to find ways to laugh to relieve the stress. You know, I have this thing about always being really, really serious, or, you know, always having to have things in order, that I tend to lose sight of, you know, being present, spending time with my daughter, enjoying every single moment that I have with her. Because she's only 2 once, and that's gonna go really, really fast. And before I know it, you know, I wanted her to walk and run around so quickly, and now I just wish that she'd slow down and spend some time with me. But I mean, I always want her developing and growing and doing all those wonderful things. So just keep reminding yourself what you're thankful for. Keep being positive. And like coming on here, like I could be stuck in my head and I could keep all my thoughts in my head all day, and then that's not going to help anybody, and it doesn't help me. So write it down, you know, writing, talking to people, making a video like I'm doing right now, trying to help people and inspire people to do something different. You got to realize that you're never stuck. Life is always just a challenge or a hurdle or a struggle that we go through. Everybody goes through struggles and hurdles. There's always somebody that can be there for you, that understands what you're going through. And even if it's through a computer or through Facebook or whatever, at least you have an outlet of some sort. You know, you have to have some sort of an outlet and a way to deal with stress. But whatever you do, don't stay stuck in your head. It is so easy to be stuck in your head. It is so easy to be unhealthy and not care about our health. And it's so easy to ignore things, but then we get so depressed, and then we're not proud of ourselves at the end of the day. It's just shameful, and then you're saying more negative things about yourself. At least when you're struggling and when you're going through shit, at least you can be proud of yourself. You can say, hey, yes, I've come this far. Yeah, it's hard today, but it's not always going to be hard. And it's hard today, but it's better than when this happened to me, or when that happened to me, or whatever. So we just got to try to keep our minds in a positive place. If it's not in a positive place, embrace it. And, you know, forgive yourself for it. And forgiveness is just, it's accepting that things cannot change, and just embracing what it is, and that you can't change it, you can't edit it, you can't go back and rewind it and redo it, no matter how much we wish we could. I know I wish I could do that a lot sometimes, But we're dealt the hand that we're dealt because we need to be able to grow in certain ways. And, you know, there's struggles that are there, that are put there for a reason. I don't think anything happens just because. I don't think life is just happening to you. They're all lessons. They're all things that we can learn. They're all things that we can grow from. So just keep that in mind, you know. And I'll try to come back on here and make a lot more videos. And just, you guys, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, you know, share with me in the comments, how do you deal with a bad day? Do you take a bubble bath? Do you go for a walk? I know going out for 10 minutes a day, I mean, even in Minneapolis, it's cold, but it's been getting warmer, and I have been reminding myself to sit on the porch and just breathe in and enjoy, and just try to stay present. Don't think too much about, you know, even what you're going through. Be blessed for what you have. Realize life could be worse, that it is worse for some people in most cases. And just try to stay out of your head the best that you can. And just realize that you're doing the best that you can. Because, you know, being too hard on yourself just makes the situation worse, and it's never going to get you out of the ground. So, and like I said, write in a journal or come on and make a video, or, you know, whatever. Share your flaws, share that you're human. I'm exposing myself right now. I'm human. I make mistakes. I've been depressed. I go through stuff. Sometimes I self-medicate, and it's not okay. But sometimes even that can be okay as long as we learn from it. And that's another important thing. We have to be learning from the things that we do. And we have to, you know, go, well, that was tough, that was rough, but this is what it taught me. And I'm going to try really hard to not put myself in that space again. And then even when you do, you revisit it, you write it down, and you really monitor your feelings and why you're having certain feelings that you're having, and kind of like crack yourself out of it. Because like being like me, or for me anyway, I'm speaking about myself, I'm a very creative person, so sometimes I like to, you know, even though nobody likes to be sad, we don't like to be sad, but it's kind of like that's where our creativity comes from. That's kind of where the magic happens, so to speak, is being sad through struggles. But just know that you're beautiful and that you're loved. And, you know, even if you don't have anybody on your team, you have to be your cheerleader, because nobody else is going to do it for you. And why stay sad, and why stay depressed, and why stay that way? You know, you have to learn to be your greatest company. You have to learn to make yourself laugh. You have to learn to pat yourself on the back. You have to learn to say you did a good job. You know, and you gotta believe in yourself. Really gotta believe in yourself. I think everybody could believe in themselves much more, could try a lot harder, and just have faith. And when life knocks you down, ask, what is this trying to teach me? What is it trying to teach me? We're gonna get through this. This is rough, but what is it trying to teach me? And learn from it and grow from it. And that's how you'll get better. So like I said, if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Also, leave me down in the comments how you deal with being depressed, or you deal with a bad day, or how do you overcome it. And if you tried any of the techniques that I shared with in my video, you know, just let me know what you're up to. And I will try to keep making more videos. I love you guys so much. Talk to you later. Peace out.